Hello, my name is Lizelle. I wanted to make a quick YouTube video because I am in the mood, and that rarely happens these days. I don't really know where to begin, though. There's two things I want to talk about. One, I want to talk about times when I make jokes. For some reason, whenever I do make a joke or a sarcastic comment, people take me so seriously. And people have also told me, I cannot tell if you're joking or not. But then when I want to be serious, people think I'm joking. And it's like, is it me? Is it because I'm genuinely not funny? Or is it something else? Is it because women aren't perceived as funny? It's impossible for a woman to be sarcastic or to make a joke because, I don't know, I guess we're so serious all the time. But then again, when I'm trying to be serious, people don't take me seriously. And they don't listen. And for the longest time, I've always wondered, why is that? And for some reason, I'm never being sarcastic. I'm always being serious. Another thing I want to note, and it'll be the last thing because I don't want to make this ramble sesh too long. Because, ADHD people love to ramble all day long if we could. It's almost like we're a Gemini. So far from a Gemini. But I do have a stellium in my third house. So I had an epidural steroid injection for my bulging disc. I have scoliosis. And when you have scoliosis, you're prone to bulging discs. One of the ways to treat pain associated with a bulging disc is receiving an epidural steroid injection. I've also been having problems with my menstrual cycle. I would spot instead of having my period, and it has been very concerning over the past couple of years because this has been going on for a while. I've noticed that after my injection, my menstrual flow was pretty much back to normal. I had the same amounts of heavy flow that I did before all this confusing bullshit started to happen. And it's pretty normal for women with scoliosis to have issues with their reproductive system. Your rib cage and your spine is home to a lot of nerves and organs and stuff like that. When you have a mysterious thing going on with your lady parts, it's very difficult as a woman to have any doctor take you seriously or figure out what to do to solve the problem. And so what I've been doing instead is treat the symptoms that could be associated with my lady parts. And then hopefully along the way, my lady part will go back to normal or feel normal or whatever. And once I address all those things that both genders experience, I'll go back and focus on my lady part. I was frustrated with the epidural injection because it didn't meet my expectations, but it did help. I don't experience pain on my right leg. I got it because I had lumbar radiculopathy down my right leg. Now it's gone. But once I started to test the waters and try to do extra tasks, it aggravated my nerve again. So there's a limit to it. I don't know if I have to work my way towards doing the things that I used to do, but I was under the impression that once I got the injection, I should be able to do what I used to do before the pain became so debilitating. It turns out that there's still a limit. So I'm still trying to figure out how to work around this without overexerting myself and hurting myself. That was kind of a downside. The pain is gone to a certain extent. Just as long as I stay inactive, the pain is gone. But I should not feel extreme pain if I do something small. If the pain that I experience is the same type of pain I would expect if I did like heavy hardcore workouts, like long distance running, some crazy cardio, jumping up and down, walking for a long period of time. But no, I did some basic ass stuff like replacing the shower curtains in my bathtub. That aggravated my nerve. That should not be happening. That is frustrating. An unexpected benefit to the steroid injection was it made my menstrual cycle normal, or so I thought. It definitely brought back the normal flow of my periods before the spotting thing started. Probably TMI and not your vibe if you don't have the lady parts. So I bled heavily the first 2 days. I'm on the third day of my period, and now my period is pretty much gone. Hopefully it's doing that thing where it's making me think it's gone and then it'll come back heavy tomorrow, because that happens, and that used to happen. I was so excited for the first time in my life to have a heavier flow, because for the longest time I was experiencing spotting instead of my normal period. After the injection, it seemed like everything is back to normal. So I thought with my menstrual cycle, but I guess since it's pretty much gone and my menstrual cycle is short, I'm not so sure. It's so easy for the doctors to, and even for women, to just write off whatever's going on down there as one of life's mysteries, or every woman's body is different and this abnormal thing is very normal, but it's very confusing. So I just wanted to share with the world how scoliosis can affect a woman's menstrual cycle by possibly minimizing the amount of blood flow, and how an epidural steroid injection can almost bring it back to normal. Almost. It's almost like the injection helped a little bit, but it's better than nothing, right? I'm supposed to be receiving this injection every couple of months. Ooh, especially during the winter months, because that's when the pain hurts the most. When it gets cold, that's when I have the most trouble walking. But we'll see what happens. I'm still trying to figure out this whole thing, and the scoliosis thing is very difficult and tricky to deal with, especially at my younger age of experiencing more severe symptoms. Every time I interact with a nurse or whatever and they find that I have scoliosis, they comment on how young I am to be experiencing this type of pain and to be in this situation. But that's what happens when you're not given a back brace and when you've been talked out of chiropractic services. Since things have gotten worse, I'm trying to go towards that direction. I created a GoFundMe recently for scoliosis treatment, and it is chiropractic based. My health insurance doesn't cover it, but I did remember reading somewhere that Medi-Cal does cover chiropractic services, but I need a prior authorization before I can access it. So hopefully my primary care physician, the new one that I've been assigned, will help me out with that. I don't know how likely that will be. I need some professional guidance. I'm fucking mad. But I'm gonna, keep my cool for now. But I'm gonna go for now. My timer went off because I'm not trying to make this too long. My energy levels are very limited, so I gotta make do with what I have access to, because apparently I don't have access to a lot. Okay,